whatever we please. It's our podcast, although it is their beer, so we should, or their, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is, we're confused.
That's actually a perfect way to describe it.
Whatever it is. What is this?
Yeah, it's new to us, but it does seem like a trend that is happening in the beer world. Something a little bit different. Everyone's always going usually bigger, bolder, barrel-aged, all these different types of things. Right. Brooklyn Brewery has decided to put out something that's year-round and reining it in just a little bit.
Oh, they're reining it in
in a certain area of the beer.
That's true.
We'll get into all that stuff for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com, and the beverage that we're about today is the Special Effects Hoppy non-alcoholic beer. I was going to say beer-like substance.
Beer-like substance.
I mean, it's a non-alcoholic beer that they have used a special fermentation method to remove almost all the alcohol. There's just a little bit left.
Yeah, it's less than 0.5% on there. It's from Brooklyn Brewery, as you can tell. It's a very psychedelic, crazy-looking can, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
I actually do like that.
Yeah, no, I like it too.
But Garrett Oliver, mastermind. Behind the machine at Brooklyn Brewery. Yep. Another one of his creations is always interesting. Like I said, we've enjoyed some of their stuff as of late. The what was the stout we had? The
chocolate.
Their chocolate stout.
Yeah, their seasonal.
Summer, which was very good.
Black Chocolate Stout.
Black Chocolate Stout.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. You can go in the archives and watch that. That's within the last month or two, something like that. We had that, I think. Yep. So you can check that out. We like that one quite a bit. We've had some of their sours. One of their sours, I should say. We've had one of their. What was the one? The Black Ops.
Black Ops is delicious.
That one was excellent.
That's really good.
Excellent as well. But this one goes a little bit lower, like I said, low on alcohol. But they're saying they maintain all the other things: the flavor, the hoppiness, all that kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and find out.
Some generous dry hopping.
Yeah, some
resulting in lively hop notes and a clean finish. Well,
that's right. Out. Well, we'll find out from Phil right here. He's got 2 cans. Why did you bring 2 cans?
Well, because there's no alcohol in it, I thought we could each have our own can.
Excellent. For a change, we don't have to split something. Well, the first benefit to non-alcoholic beer.
That's true. We can, and that way, because I can make it home safely. I can consume
all the other weeks you've been in danger.
I've been in danger. Well, that's why I have very minimal amounts.
That's why. All right, let's grab those. Is important. That's true. Let's grab those cans from Phil, and you know what? You can open your own then.
Hey.
You can open your own damn beer.
I drive over here, and all I want is for you to open my can. Wait, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, wow. Hey, you keep that to yourself. That's between you and your lady. So, full disclosure, Keith, would you like to admit something to our viewing audience?
That you've had this already? Oh, I've had this already.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. You have a weird thing where you can not have one. Like I am usually pretty good, unless it's like a whiskey, I will admit. It's a lot of those sometimes I have tapped into before we have them. Because usually there's a little bit of time involved. You claimed that 3 weeks was apparently too much, that you couldn't, because you don't have any other beers in your house for you to have besides this one.
Didn't have any other non-alcoholic beers.
Fair. Fair point. Fair point.
And because you and I had actually talked about this, I think, at the last birthday gathering. So maybe it wasn't quite 3 weeks, but we talked about it, and you're like, yeah, I definitely want to try that. And so the next Tuesday, I did have
You said, well, hell, I'm going to try it.
I'm going to try it now. I was at, Total Wine and sought it out, found it.
Well, that is clear, very clear, glass clear, literally completely see-through, and kind of brown ale, it's amber colored.
Yeah, definitely amber copper going on there. Yeah. With more reddish notes in there.
Okay.
Not a lot of carbonation, a little bit floating up there.
Not a lot.
But the head
long sustaining head though, right here.
Yes, it is. It's hanging out there.
His head is hanging out there full, and mine. Oh well, if the glass was wider, the girth would have been overwhelming. I don't know.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry, I went too far. Let's just go to the aroma.
All right, see what we can get. I get malt.
Yeah, I do as well, and I want to make a specific malt comment.
Okay.
It's really hitting me as. Like when you've brewed beer with us before, maybe you'll remember the scent when I talk about it. Kind of like toward the final runnings, where it's almost like more of that just grainy cereal kind of smell.
Yeah,
it's like that, where you're not getting the hop notes, you're not getting everything that was in the pot, like the wort that's in the pot.
Right.
It's just like the runnings off, where it's a lot. I guess actually I should say before you get to that step, when you're like I said, when you're drawing off and getting all the liquid off of the grains, there's that little bit that's left, and kind of smelling the grain and smelling that has a really strong smell of that.
Yeah.
Like that very natural grain kind of smell.
Grain,
malty.
little sweet malt. Yeah.
Yeah. There is a little hint of some other like citrus I'm getting there as well that's kind of peeking through, but definitely the malt is what hits me the hardest.
Yeah.
But I actually kind of like the aroma just because it's different. Like I'm trying not to think of this as like a hoppy IPA, even though they call it a hoppy brew.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kind of stay in like more of the range since because of the color. Like, okay, maybe this is like an amber or just something, kind of refreshing, and then hopefully building my expectations or
starting here.
Yeah, start here.
Working
Yeah,
toward here.
exactly.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Should we go for it?
We should.
All right. Okay, I think I've got it.
Okay.
This is a really well-made Dos Equis Amber.
Oh God.
There's like it's very smooth. It's very clean.
Right.
Little fruit in the middle, and I actually am getting like lime zest in the middle of my tongue, getting just that little bit of fruit. What else am I thinking of? And so there's a little bit of that light bitterness at the back, nothing overwhelming. But mostly for me, it's this clean, little malty, lime zest, and then it's making my mouth water just a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm getting out of that. What do you?
I like how you mentioned before when you talked about the aroma being like with the final runnings or whatever.
Right.
And then you'll draw some off and we'll try it.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of taste wise at the back. I'm
Okay.
getting a little bit of that kind of like sweet that usually tastes a little bit of fruit. That usually is very thick. And syrupy almost when we drink that, but so this isn't like that.
Right.
But it reminds me that I don't get the lime zest necessarily.
Okay.
But wow, the Dos Equis comparison is actually pretty good.
And a well-made one.
Right. Right.
Like again, like I said, and I don't,
Yeah.
and I say that.
Yeah,
not,
there's a little citrusy note in there.
Yeah, and I say that not like making a joke. I actually kind of like this. Like I think this is pretty good, and especially if you are in need of something either non-alcoholic or low alcohol or however you want to look at it, for any reason, there's some good flavor to be found in here. Like I honestly am surprised at how this tastes. I have not had anything non-alcoholic in a long time, beer wise. It used to be like, what was it like? I can't remember.
I think we did it on an opening when we did the sparkling hops water. I brought over that Klaus-Taller, and you were actually even talking with.
Okay.
You online you were saying.
Okay.
This is what it reminds me of.
Okay. But yeah, no, I think this is actually pretty good. Again, it's one of those things. So what was the price on this? Do you remember by any chance?
I think it was $9.99
for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, for that price, like that's some decent flavor in there, and everything else that's going on. That's really not bad. Again, you have to be wanting of those other things because obviously, if you don't care about the alcohol thing, you probably can find something else, even more flavorful or exactly the flavor profile you're looking for. But if, like I said, if alcohol is any kind of a concern, or you just want to try something different, like I'd be fine having one of these around. Like I could totally see wanting to have one of these.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
No,
I don't. I think sometimes like when I read like descriptions like lively hop notes and clean finish.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is accurate here, at least for the ones we're trying. And I don't know how fresh this is. It says best by
July of 2020.
2020. So I don't know. We're assuming it's a 6-month shelf life. So this was probably canned sometime in January.
Yeah.
So it's probably a month old. I'm not getting a lot of that like a hop. And so when I read that, I think, oh, it's going to have like an IPA. Obviously, there's other types of hop notes besides those featured in IPA.
Right.
But no, I especially now having it again and analyze a little bit more, sitting with a little bit more. I actually, I would rather have this than some other things that we've had recently.
I would completely agree. Yeah, like I said, no, the flavor profile on this is definitely, like I said, is good. Like I said, a
little sweet kind of hanging.
Yeah, and it definitely still as I have more sips and as it sits, I definitely keep getting that like very grain cereal kind of thing coming through, which makes me think of like those, like again, like the final runnings and stuff like that when you're actually brewing beer. It is kind of an interesting mid-level flavor like that.
I almost get a little bit of like black tea. And remember?
I could see that.
Remember the what was the one that I liked so much from Stone that they don't make anymore? Levitation.
Oh, the
That was
levitation.
that had that sort of, and that was a
that was definitely more
session
malty.
beer.
Yeah,
that was more
their
malty,
session.
and that had a little bit of that kind of like black tea going on in there.
Yeah,
a sort of sweetness. But no, I like it, especially like I said, if you want to have a beer. And don't want alcohol, might as well have something with some flavor. This definitely got some flavor.
Yeah, and this definitely has that. Some other things that have flavor. No, that transition is not going to work. Just go to our website, AboutBeverages.com. That's where you can find all of our previous podcasts, videos, a story, old stories now, but stories here and there. There was also a quiz. I have a quiz up there. Not a quiz. I have a poll going asking you what we should try next in the form of a few different things that we have not done a lot of. Maybe our knowledge isn't quite as deep, so we want to try some of those things. Want to find out what you guys are interested in, so we have that there too. And then obviously you can always go to YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. We'd appreciate that. Find all of the old podcasts as well. And now, most recently, audio-wise, we're on Spotify. as well as all the other podcast things in the world. If you search for us, you'll probably find it.
We'll be there.
We will be there, including our 3 pillars of social media. The 3 pillars, which are... Oh, God, I put a deer in the headlights.
No. It's Instagram, Facebook, and, of course, Twitter.
We do love Twitter.
Twitter
is great for not only things that we're having throughout the week, just general conversation. If you have things that you want us to try, let us know there as well. And you can always know when we're going live, like right now on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. You can find all that information there.
That's right.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.